Hey guys, once again, happening in Enugu state, Fulani herdsmen drove Biafrans from their ancestral homes, burned their houses, sacked thousands of them, leaving them hopeless. This is not a good news at all. The ones thriving Ndiagu Amofia in Umoho Autonomous Community, Iyamafo Isuzo local government area of Enugu state now lies desolate and abandoned. Armed Fulani herdsmen have taken over the land, displacing hundreds of residents who fled in terror after a brutal attack on Friday, February 28, 2025. Sahara reporters learned that the masquerading herdsmen set 2 houses ablaze, looted several others, and brutally killed the only child of a widow and a final year university student. The child's uncle was also shot, leaving the community in a state of shock and grief. The attack has rendered the residents homeless and their homes of returning to their ancestral homes hang in the balance. The village, once a thriving agricultural community, now lies idle. Its farm settlement abandoned and with dry leaves covered everywhere. When Sahara reporters visited Ndiagu Amofia on Monday on a fact-finding tour, no single resident was seen in the vast settlement as everyone had fled. Sahara reporters was told that the settlement, until the attack, was last remaining community settlement, otherwise known as Ndiagu in Iya Amafo. From Amafo Uno to the settlement, which took Sahara reporters crew 45 minutes in a ride on commercial motorcycle, otherwise known as Okada, could only be accessed through trekking motorcycles or bicycles. The settlement has no access route, as it can only be accessed through footpaths with dangerous terrain full of makeshift cabs. On the road, Sahara reporters' crew saw residents, many women, who were carrying their belongings and farm produce, fleeing the settlement to wherever they could find shelter. On approaching the settlement, Sahara reporters saw a primary school and a church beside it. However, on a closer look, it was observed that the school and the church has since been abandoned, showing the severity of the situation. Getting into the settlement, the entire area was greeted with dissolution and abandonment. The area could best be described as a dead zone, with silence like graveyard. One can hear sounds of pain if it falls down. Sounds of pain if it falls down. You can only hear noise of birds and animals in the bush. Homes have been abandoned with compounds littered with dry leaves. And approaching the areas where houses were burned, sounds of gunshots could be heard loud and clear. The next was noise of cows. From the sound, it could only mean one thing: the herdsmen are living close. Discussion throughout the tour in the settlement was done in harsh voices. Our guide, who was one of the victims of the attack and the chairman of the Ndiagu Amofia village, led the way. At a point, he became afraid of going further and advised the crew go back for everyone's safety. He took Sahara reporters' crew to houses that were burnt. He was constantly moving, hide and peeing to know whether there is danger before continuing. We are in a state of panic, said Mr. Godwin Chukwudi Bodo, the chairman of the Ndiagu Amofia village. They burned 2 houses. They killed a final year university student and only child of a widow. I was targeted, but I escaped by hiding in the bush. My house was burnt, and my wife and my newborn baby were forced to flee. The attack has left the community in a state of fear, with residents too afraid to return to their homes. As we speak, I have nothing left, Chukode lamented. To eat, I depend on generosity and kindness of the people. I am currently squatting with a relation. It is disheartening that once the attack, no government agency has brought food or assistance to us. Asked why the Fulani attacked them, he said, I don't know. We don't have problem with Fulanis, and this is the first we are witnessing this attack. On why the sudden attack and sacking the village settlement, he said, I don't know. Since the attack, some government officials are coming, but have never heard anything from them. Therefore, I don't know whether they came to know whether it is true or not. But to have seen houses they burnt, my whole house was burnt. They actually came for me, but I saw them from afar with AK-47 rifles. I followed backyard and ran inside the bush and hid. When they came, my wife, who gave birth barely 3 months ago, was asked about me, and she told them that I wasn't around. 2 of them went inside the house, ransacked, and took away every valuable thing, including money and motorcycle. After looting, they told my wife to leave the house and threatened that if they return and find her, she would be dead. Few minutes later, they returned and razed the house with every of our belongings, including clothes, yarn band. This very cloth I am wearing was given to me by his sympathizers. As we speak, I have nothing left to eat. I depend on generosity and kindness of the people. I am currently squatting with a relation. It is even disheartening that since the attack, no government agency has brought food to us. We have lost everything, not because of our making. What government officials were busy doing was how to whitewash the attack, he lamented. As he witnessed how we were sneaking to get the houses they burnt, you heard their voices, you heard the noise of cows, and you also heard gunshots. This is to tell you that Fulani herdsmen are very many in Ndiagu, Umafia. Now our people have been sacked. Before anyone can go to the settlement now to get anything for his or her family, it is very difficult. We need government intervention to get them out of the place so that our people can return to their farms and homes. We depend on the farm for our survival. I am appealing to both government and good-spirited individuals to come to our aid. Udo gave their names of victims. Another victim, James, shared his horrid experience, saying, I went to the farm that day, and when I returned, I found that our houses had burnt. My father died from the shock of hearing about the incident. I appealed to the government for assistance. The villagers are calling on the government to intervene and protect them from further attacks. We need government intervention to get them out of the place so that our people can return to their farms and homes. Udo said, we depend on the farm for our survival. The attack on Ndiagu, Umofia village, is a stark reminder of the ongoing insecurity plaguing Nigeria rural communities. As the villagers struggles to come to terms with their loss, they are left wondering if anyone will be held accountable for the attack. And at the same time, asking this question, what happened? Nigerian government, Enugu state governor, you need to step up and do something about this. These people, they depend on their farm to eat. You understand? As it is right now, it seems that these guys have taken over their settlements. They don't take over their village with this. This is really heartbroken. You get? This is really heartbroken. Is it a crime to be a Nigerian? What exactly have we done to deserve this? From government who's supposed to protect and guide us. I'm dropping it here, guys. Kindly drop your comments below the comment section. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. I bet share this video, make it go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is happening today, particularly in the southeast region. This is sad.